In a previous video, I copied a quote given by a PhD physicist in a lecture about entropy. The quote was from Jeremy England. This is the quote.
You start with a random clump of atoms, and if you shine light on it for long enough, it should not be so surprising that you get a plant.
I looked up Jeremy England. He's an MIT PhD physicist, and my comment to that was, he should be embarrassed. He should know better. I picked up a book by John Lennox, 2084 and the AI Revolution. And as I'm going through this, I'm in a chapter on abiogenesis. Let me read a little bit of it to you. And this is on pages 46 and 47. What is initially disturbing about Brown's use of recent science is that the lead author of the 2008 article on which Brown bases his arguments, a real scientist named Jeremy England of MIT, neither shares Brown's worldview nor approves of Brown's use of his research. Brown wrote a book called Origins, and it's a novel, but he uses real science papers in it supporting his novel. And it seems that he used some of Jeremy England's research to support his idea of abiogenesis. I'll continue reading. Here is what England, an ordained rabbi, Jeremy England is an ordained rabbi, had to say about Dan Brown's book to the Wall Street Journal in October of 2017. And here is the quote. "There is no real science in the book to argue over. I'm a scientist, but I also study and live by the Hebrew Bible. To me, the idea that physics could prove that the God of Abraham is not the creator and ruler of the world reflects a serious misunderstanding, both of the scientific method and the functions of the biblical text." And that's footnoted somewhere. I'm not going to look at it right now. Going on, and this is Lennox speaking, England goes on to point out that science is not capable of disproving an explanatory matrix that sees confirmation of the activity of a creator in what we find in nature. If you had trouble understanding that, what that says is Jeremy England believes totally that there is a creator, that what we see because of the explanation in the Hebrew Bible that does include Genesis. So I think all of us on either side of the creation and evolution issue have to agree that there is conflict here. I don't know how the conflict in Jeremy England's quotes occurred. The one thing that comes to mind is possibly that PhD physicist who made the first quote of Jeremy England's that I showed you picked it up from Brown's book, who England claims misused or misquoted his information. I don't know. But it was an interesting thing to have run across. Make of it what you will.